Okay, for our settlement request process, and Keith talked to you a little bit about that earlier, but we go into the system, and if I click new here, then I can do this we're going to do Anderson Farms again for our settlement and use corn as our commodity. And we're going to do this for our branch of Barnesville. And you can choose a disposition. I'm going to choose a price contract right now, but you could settle from storage or settle a price later contract or other options. I click next. It comes in and shows me all the outstanding tickets or tickets that haven't been settled yet in the system that have been applied to price contracts. So I can choose from those. I can enter a quantity here that I want to settle. So if it comes in and says I want to settle 1,000 bushels, I can put that in there. The system will default to the first 2 tickets, but you can change those. Tries to do it on a FIFO basis, but you can change that and apply to any other tickets you choose. I'm going to leave that blank. I'm just going to choose a couple tickets here. And you can see as I choose those, it accumulates a quantity. So I know exactly how much I've chosen to be settled. If I click the next button here, it goes out and shows me it knows it was applied to this contract number 3, price at 330 for those amount of bushels. It gives me the gross amount. It also shows the fees and charges and discounts that were part of that ticket. So I can see I've got an FM charge, a test weight charge, and a moisture drying charge that have accumulated against this as well. So you can see the gross amount of the 64.44 less the discount, so show me a net total of 62.70. If I click next, then this is our remittance page where we can make decisions about how we're going to pay this. So it shows me the Anderson Farms, and I can see they've got a lien holder for First Bank on here. So if you have the lien holders in the system, it will automatically bring those in. And of course, you can edit those if you need to. I can select the method of payment, whether it's an ACH, check, whatever it might be. And then also, if you have multiple remit to addresses, we can select that and it'll print on the check accordingly as well. If this is a deferred payment, we can flag it as deferred. And in so doing, then we can set up, some charge codes and terms codes. And if you want to pay them a premium, you can do so. I can just enter them out here, or I can use a calculator and go out and either pay a premium on a per unit or a per unit per bushel or whatever it might be, or a percent of the net amount. So it's up to you which way you'd want to do that. We cancel that right now, and I'll just click OK for it. And they'll turn the deferred off. And then the last part we have is where you see it says add split payments. And what that will allow me to do then, right now, we've set up to issue a check for the 6,270 to Anderson Farms. But he might come in and say, hey, I want to donate $100 to my church, whoever it might be. So if you click the add split payments in, you could go down here and define someone else and the dollar amount that you want them to have. And it would reduce the amount of the check to be issued to Anderson Farms and issue 2 checks then for whatever the net of his was and whatever that they decided to give to someone else. And once you get that done, then you can click finish, and that settlement request then you can see show up there is ready for payment.